Hello guys. So in this video we are going to discuss about the case study title is communication. So tell me, what are the types of communication we have?
Verbal and non-verbal.
Very good. So we have two types of communication. One is verbal communication and another one is non-verbal communication. First, communication, which means you are sharing the information through only not information, ideas, thoughts and all those things. So opposite person would be like, we have two types of listening. One is hearing and another one is listening. So hearing, which means what is mean by hearing? What is the difference between hearing and listening? In childhood, we thought that hearing and listening both are same. Let me give you an example. If you are in a railway station, you would listen to some announcement, right, where you have to be, in which platform you have supposed to have the train, so all those things. So those announcement is very important for you. So you have to listen to that particular thing, so that is called listening. You need that information, you are not voluntarily listening to that sound, right? So that one is called as listening. So if you are listening to some sounds like a train sound or the baby sound, maybe someone is crying near to you, or else the people are talking around you, so those type of sound is called, you are not voluntarily listening to it, but you are automatically, the sounds are getting to your ears, so that is called hearing. So these are two are listening types. So what is mean by verbal communication? Now she will explain it.
Hello everyone. So communication has two types, verbal and non-verbal communication. So when it comes to verbal communication, it is a process of using spoken or written words to share our feelings and thoughts. So it is of three forms: spoken, written and sign languages. So when it is spoken means it can be a face-to-face conversation or meetings or public speaking, it can be anything. And when it comes to written, it can be emails, text messages and letters. So these can be the written forms. When it comes to sign language means if we use gesture languages, it's said to be a sign languages. Whereas we convey
Ideas.
through sign languages, is also a form of verbal communication. So as she said, verbal communication has two types, verbal and non-verbal. So coming to non-verbal communication, it is the process of communication without words. So it includes facial expressions, haptics, proxemics, eye contacts, gestures, posture and facial expression. So it is the communication through non-linguistic means is defined as the non-verbal communication. So coming to haptics, handshake is very important as we seen in the last case study video. So body language, how we sit, how we stand, it's very important in communication. Proxemics is the gestures we give to other persons. And gestures include handshakes, body language, etc. And eye contact, how we see the other person's eyes, it gives confidence, attention to other persons. Posture, coming to posture, it is all how we sit, how we stand and how we talk to others. And facial expressions include smiling, like that. Here there are four facial expressions. So it includes how our emotions are conveyed.
So as you guys discussed about verbal and non-verbal communication, not everyone are perfect in communications, right? So there are some problems with everyone. So some have poor listening, some have communication barriers, some have social barriers, they won't speak in a public space. So according to it, as in verbal communications, how we listen to us them is very important. So poor communication and physical gestures what we make is a problem in how we can improve that. And that in non-verbal communication, how our gesture is towards them and how we speak with them is all very important. So how can we overcome that?
So after listening to Deepthi, so she shared what are the empathies we have in communication. She shared. So So problem is common in all the things. So how we have to ideate, how we have to solve the problem is very important. So we have to find it. So according to you, what is
So, as they conveyed, there is verbal communication and non-verbal communication, ma'am. So, if we ideate for verbal communication, it should be the words that we share. So, the words should be proper, it shouldn't be vulgar, especially it depends on the person to whom we are talking. If it is our friends, we can go in a casual way, and if it is going to be a professional, then we have to ensure that we are being professional. And when we come back to this non-verbal thing, we shouldn't hunch, or we shouldn't like walk in a different way. And when we are giving a handshake, it should be really very firm, and like we should have the confidence when it comes to non-verbal. So if we do all this, then it can become an ideate for solving the empathy of communication. And coming back to this verbal communication, we'll have to listen properly to whatever everyone is talking and then answer back, or else answering to something which is irrelevant won't be a proper way of communicating. So this is the end of empathy, ideate.
super guys, you people have analyzed the things, what are the barriers we have in communication and how we have to solve the problems. That is very important. You have find the empathy and ideate. So I will see you in upcoming video. Thank you.